Bob, we've all been talking about the unfortunate incident on Siesta Key involving the young man who passed away after being hit by lightning.
Yeah.
And we want to make sure other people, that doesn't happen to them as well.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't happen,
you know,
what, it's been a few 10 years?
1991 is the last time
right.
on Siesta Key 2 people were killed by lightning. They were walking the beach. And also a couple of years ago in Fort Myers, 2 kids were killed by lightning, and they were walking north, and the storm came up from the south, and sure enough, a bolt from the blue got them. It wasn't raining at the time either for them. So it is a dangerous subject. Obviously, it's more threatening to your life than hurricanes are here in the state of Florida, if you look back at the history of lightning strikes. So something to take heed and take warning when that lightning comes around. And download our weather app, because it'll tell you how far that lightning is away from you and if it's approaching your particular area. So it's always a good thing to have and a good tool to have here along the Sun Coast. Here's what's going on. A beautiful sunset. Had a chance to get out to the bayfront there at the Van Wezel, and I shot some video as well. This is some tower cam. And boy, what a gorgeous sunset it was. The storms blew through and cooled things down. The rain cooled air. It's one of the benefits of these afternoon storms, is that it does cool things down quite nicely. Mother Nature's air conditioner, and really helped out as far as that goes, and made for a pleasant evening here along the Sun Coast. And of course, a lot of photos sent in with a kind of sunset like that you would expect. A lot of them coming in, and this one from Lauren, who was out there, and he stopped by and said hello. He watches all the time. And again, we have a marker 54, Dave Beachy, spectacular sunset there. Calm conditions out on the bay. And Casey Key, Fred Seeger says he's not seeing much in terms of red tide or having the impacts of red tide there in Casey Key. This from Venice, Laura House. Having a nice shot right there. Talk about lightning deaths from 2017. The number was at 16 total, 5 of those coming from Florida, and that's where most of the deaths came from. The year before that, there were 40 deaths across the U.S. The July 4th weekend is typically the most active weekend for lightning injuries and deaths here across the entire United States. You would figure a lot of people out watching the fireworks, and always a problem. These are the different locations that occurred in 2017. So far this year, we've had 3 deaths as a result of lightning. The one on Siesta Key, and then a couple of others. A young lady was working out into a farm field and was struck by lightning. Another one was taking shelter under a gooseneck truck or trailer, and it's not a good place to be. Indoors and away from windows, the best place to be when it comes to these lightning strikes coming around. Nothing like that right now. No lightning around. Will be a few tomorrow. We're going to start to see more of that focus, though, inland once again. Although we have some shower activity now redeveloping in the Gulf of Mexico, and we'll have to keep an eye on that. There's one lone shower there that could generate some lightning, as the water temperature now at 87 degrees, a little land breeze trying to develop there. And we have some showers out into, again, Highlands County. Rainfall amounts were impressive in some areas. Sarasota, 1.5 inches, 7/10 of an inch near Bradenton. And as far as the forecast goes for Tuesday, you'll see we'll start off the morning with showers off in the Gulf. Some of those working their way on late morning, early afternoon. And then you'll notice that most of the storms will be inland, pushing off to the east, and not as many tomorrow. So fewer storms will still be around, and then we start to go into this morning pattern where we'll see some storms along the coast in the morning, early afternoon, and then later in the day, again, the focus moving toward the east. That pattern is what we saw last week, where most of the storms were inland and along the east coast, and that's going to be played out Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and then we'll start to see some moisture move back in. It's been rather dry. The atmosphere is very dry in the mid-levels of the atmosphere, and so is that the case in the tropics. All is quiet out there right now. Not much going on at all. We are not expecting any kind of tropical development, and that is due to this. This is African dust right now. A large area of it continues to suppress any kind of tropical development way out there in the Atlantic. So that's good news on that front. For beach and boating tomorrow, winds will be southeast, turning to the southwest at 10 knots. Seas running 1 to 2 feet and a light chop. The extended forecast then, 40% chance for some scattered showers and storms, most of it east of I-75. And then less of a chance on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We could even see some morning coastal showers here, and then a better chance for scattered storms as we head into the weekend. Jacqueline?
All right, thank you, Bob.